Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have mighty have fallen. So Carson Wentz got traded to the Colts. Funny thing is, I think Carson Wentz will be better for the Colts than he was for the Eagles. Maybe the Colts can put Wentz in a situation where he won't get hurt and produce game in, game out. I have a question though, like a very serious question. Why fire Doug Peterson and trade Carson Wentz? Usually it's one side. Why did they choose to dismantle the whole locker room? Basically, if you get rid of your coach and your starting quarterback, it's basically saying you're starting over, starting from scratch. Only thing left to do is fire the general manager, But on the outside looking in, I guess it's just time for Jalen Hurts to take over the reins at quarterback for the filthy Eagles. I believe he has potential to not get hurt. He's a little quick. But I love it. And you know who else loves it? Dak Prescott. I mean, like, every quarterback that got drafted in front of him is what? Every quarterback that got drafted before him is what? They're either out of the league on a different team. But we have what looks like the best quarterback in the draft at our disposal, and we're just acting like he's some Reggie. They acting like he ain't really with the smoke every Sunday. Like he doesn't know how to lead by example and improve year in, year out. Every time you look at the Cowboys, it's one thing about them that separates them from every other team in the league. The Cowboys force you to have an opinion. You either love them or hate them. Not every team in the world of sports can get that reaction out of fans. And that's what drives ratings. That's what drives media. That's what drives these shows. So you see stuff like Dak for Watson, or trade Dak for 3 first-round picks, or Dak can make $130 million in 3 years like Kirk Cousins, or this is when all the stuff just spews out, just because this is what you sign up for in the NFL with the Dallas Cowboys. This is what it is. And for us as fans, we're used to it. We're used to the backlash in the media when it comes to certain players on our team. And there's times when they side with our players and they're voicing their opinions about Jerry Jones and why Jerry Jones needs to pay these players. But the most serious thing about the situation is being valued. That's what it all been. That's what it all comes down to, is the value. When the Rams drafted Goff, they traded to get him. Just to trade him away with picks. They gave picks to the team that was receiving Goff. They traded picks to get him, and they traded picks to let him walk out the door. And this is a team that's maybe 2 years removed from the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have solid pieces on their team, but do they have a strong core to basically defend the NFC in the Super Bowl for years to come? Well, with Matthew Stafford, they have the ability to go to the Super Bowl year after year. And then you trade picks to get Goff, and you trade picks away to trade him away. That future don't look too good, man. And we're just going to have to see. Like, I'm not here to criticize players and coaches and things of that nature, but that doesn't look like a good situation to be in. And then as far as the Eagles, man, it's like, and now they look smart as hell for drafting Jalen Wentz. Wow. Jalen Hurts in the second round last year. Maybe they knew what they were doing all along. Maybe they knew last year that we shouldn't have gave Carson Wentz this money. Because I feel as though if this year was the ultimate factor in trading him, then that's kind of messed up, because what did y'all have this year? Like, it's been the NFC East has been dismantled with injuries. Like, you were lucky to even suit up 53 players every week. How our teams were looking in this division, I don't know what's going on, but all I have to say is that, man, it's going to be interesting, man, to see how the draft goes now, and how free agency, a lot of stuff is going to be shaking up with these trades, and it's scary because it's about 2 more months until draft time. So we're having our fun, discussing things in the media about the Cowboys, of course, and things of that nature, but I'm ready for some football, man. To be honest, I don't get into the drafting until after we drafted our players, and then I go back and I look at the players we drafted. But I don't care much about the other 200 players that are drafted. I only care about the players that we draft. So, it's gonna be. These players look good though. I've been watching a couple YouTubers and the film breakdowns in college, and they do a hell of a job. This is not for me, but they do a hell of a job. But and I'm noticing that it's a lot of players that can definitely help us out year one on the board. So it's gonna be very intriguing to see how much we build our team and the way we do it, and if we can actually go into the draft with a little bit more pieces on our team, so that way we're not tied to draft this position, that position. We can really just, do what's really best instead of being forced to grab a certain player because of the depth we have or lack thereof in that position. So it's gonna be great to see, man. And I love this time of year just for that reason, because it's always about improving your team. I'm just not big on draft as far as all the prospects. That's not something I'm into. But it's great. It's good to watch when you love sports and you just love just the overall competition factor and your team getting young players that can come in, help them, improve and take it to the next level, hopefully, and get a Super Bowl. It's a great time of year for that concept. So now we're all just sitting here waiting, doing what we can do to pass time until draft. Because right after draft, it's like OTAs and mini camp and rookie camp and all that stuff is right around the corner right after draft. So before you know it, it'll be football season, and we can't wait this year, man. Because by ultimate demand, man, it's the way the NFC East been running. We don't really be having back-to-back NFC East champs. It's been rotating, man. So I know we kind of due for one. You know what I mean? But hopefully we can maintain what Dak Prescott was building with his weapons before he got hurt, and we can just hopefully bring back players on our defense that are ready to play every down with 100%, and that can basically be able to be placed in situations that are made for their skills, their attributes, what they can bring to the team. Hopefully they can put those things on display, and help us win by being able to be play. It's just something simple as what I do best. Put me in a situation where I can do what I do best consistently. That's all we need from our coaches, man. Is if we can get that type of attitude from them on a every Sunday basis, man, it's going to be hard to beat this team as far as NFC, like the East and everything. We should definitely have the East on lock, but we're going to see how everything goes, man. Thank y'all for listening, man. Y'all have a good one.